Look down upon me, Lord. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Yes, Lord. Yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, we need the Lord to hold our hand. We need to lead me in that straight and narrow way. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Praise God. It is 3:09. We expect to see Brother Shango in the house. He'll be here in a moment now to come, when you come, find some question to ask him, man. Ask him some health question. When you just quiet, so ask him some question. You understand? He's capable enough to answer you. We have not a virus, but we have a epidemic going around and killing and stopping breath, and they can no there's no medication. There's no medication around for that thing. So who survive? They survive by themselves. We're gonna get no medication. Amen. So ask him, Mr. Shango, how could I strengthen my immune system? How could I? Have some good medical, earthly, herbal question, and let's put him to the test because he know a lot, He knows a lot, and he can advise you the proper way because this thing here is going from place to place, country to country, home to home, friend to friend, wife to husband, husband to wife, and children and everything. It is a serious thing, very serious. So, and lot of us, we don't have the full understanding of it. So, most time we put our life in our hand. We do things. A lot of people, if you notice, a lot of people walking with gloves, put on gloves, go out on the subway, come home with the gloves, scratch your face with the gloves, eat with the glove, go to supermarket with the same epidemic gloves. Yes, so sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, need to just leave the gloves alone and wash your hand because sometimes you thought the glove can protect you. The glove cannot protect you. The glove only doing more damage to you. Even the mask that you put on your face to cover your nostril and your mouth, sometimes you have on the mask for the whole day. You cough, you sneeze, you everything in that mask, and you have it on for the whole day. You know what type of epidemic can you receive from that mask? Because the mask is infective. Because you're not supposed to have on the mask for more than 5, 10 minutes. So keep changing it, because all the coffee and everything you do, whatever you have, it's gonna come right back to you. You put on the glove and don't realize that the glove is not the safest thing to have on. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to be with you every Sunday. And with this thing going on, we know a lot of you not in church, you're home, and you should ask some question. Question is made to ask. And when you ask Mr. Shango, he is capable to give you some vital information. And even at his establishment, he has product there that can build up your immune system, that can build up your body, because some of us body is so weak, or immune system is so weak, because we never take care of it. We only take care of the outside, but not the inside. So it is vitally important to find out what is going on and how can you protect yourself, and what should you do if you have a little nausea. Some people have it in many ways, and as they said, you can have the virus and don't even know you have it. And just want to inform you that the virus didn't just come out 2020. It's been out long before. I was speaking to someone from the nursing home yesterday, and she said, Brother Victor, there's a lot of people used to die in the nursing home, but they didn't know how they died. They don't know why, because nobody was looking for this. The name has never been called. But this is what they've been dying from, the same virus. So they call it 2019. It was the year 2018, 2017, and then it just come like a race, a horse. It just get way in that 2020 and just spread all over the world and just damage who it want to damage, destroy who it want to destroy. You understand? Now they said, I was speaking to somebody in Jamaica this morning, and they say, oh, the prime minister don't know what he's doing. I said, why you say that? He said that prime minister said that we're supposed to stay 6 feet away from each other, and people can't pack up the supermarket. Suppose you say line and the bank have line and nobody can go. They only want 5 people in the bank and certain them. So I said that's the same thing going on up here. He said this is a foolishness, man. So I said you all rather would receive what other people disease that what other people have than to be protective. He said this thing now work because people them still do the same thing. So in Jamaica, the people they still line up behind each other, touching each other, and arguing with each other right behind their neck back, which you're not supposed to. Jamaicans stay, you have some Jamaican up here those feel the same way too. They don't think say, protection is better than cure, So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to protect ourselves, all right? Don't let the pastor tell no say it not go happen to Hunu because God protect Hunu. There's a lot of pastors that die taking risks and die from this epidemic. A lot of them die. They say God will take care of them. Well, you test God, right? Test not the Lord God of Almighty. Do the right thing. Stay protective, all right? Back to the music.
Good afternoon, man of God. How are you? Glory be to God, sir. I'm here listening.
Oh my God.
I said when you talk,
Yes.
then I need to say our brother Victor did say, so you give it to them loud and clear. school children in England hear you. Oh God, you could be a teacher. How are you?
I am doing just fine. How about you? I haven't heard from you for about 3 years.
I listen, man. I listen. You know, as Mother Earth warrior,
Yes.
me say I got through and balance and so. Sometimes when you feel drained, you just have to just make the ears listen and keep the mouth closed to get back the strength.
well, yeah, man. I tell you the truth. We really.
This trying time, Mr. Victor. What we have to do?
Yes.
We have to just take care of yourself, but we respect you that you don't eat certain things and you try to keep the body fit and healthy and mentally stable,
Yes, man. Mr. Shango give me a whole bag of herbal tea to make. And what I did at the hotel, I put hot water in a cup, throw the herbal product in there. So when I go to the hotel at night, I strain it and drink it and set some for tomorrow. And it's really helping. It's very good, Mr.
Well, this old lady, not old lady, a patient of mine, should have went down for the winter.
Yes.
She did bring soursop leaf and thing,
Right.
and we buy my things then like the what we call it, fever grass and other bushes. And I take them along with busy, me never out of busy, me
Okay.
never out of clove, me
Yeah.
ginger, me, what we call it, NSC, I try, because tell you the truth, from me I grew up in a better victim, me cannot board. I always like bush tea.
Yeah,
You
man.
can't come with me with milk tea.
You know, Mr. Shango make a statement many years ago. I don't know if you remember. He said, right here in America, right here in the park, right here in the park,
Mm-hmm.
there's medicine in the park that we walking over, we lie down on, and don't even Van Cortlandt Park have so much remedy in there that
A true brother Victor.
because you notice, I don't know if you ever notice in the summertime you have some foreign people, Caucasian foreign people, right on the Bronx River Parkway, always pulling up some stuff there.
True
I
brother
don't know what
Victor.
it is, but no, we want the Milo, we want the this, and we want the ready-made stuff. You understand?
A true,
We want.
certainly. And guess what? They have no supplement and value to the system.
Yes, so true. The
And
source.
I've seen it too because I think I was talking to in that segment. I've seen the dandelion them in park and I see the what they call it now, the tourist visitor them come
Yeah.
and then pick up and then
Yes.
do and then do. We
Mm-hmm.
just say that's a rubbish.
Yes, so true. So
Yeah, man,
true.
so we now have to connect with oneself. You understand?
Yes, yes.
And be conscious to we, be true to we, be smart to we, and share the value of love to each other so they can pass on the baton so our strength continue to reign because what? Remember them say, a lack of knowledge
Mm-hmm.
make you nowhere. So what a man don't know it is a fool to it.
And you
So if
know,
we didn't know this is not going to explore better Victor. You know that start take care of yourself from back then?
nah, man, you see what happened now. Some of we too loose. We too loose and take things for granted. Then when it come to
True.
everybody around, give me little this, give me little that, give me little that.
This a Victor, you know when coming right, that take it back to that law. But the 10 virgin, five were wise
Aye.
and come in, fill their lamp, keep it trimming and burning.
So
And
true.
5 were foolish and shut
Yeah.
up. If I ever tell you, when you use your wisdom and fear the Creator, all can reveal things to you. We see this coming in all angles,
Yeah.
spiritually,
Yes.
physically,
Yeah.
and just naturally. Hard
That's
to explain though, you know, because when you ever tell people, look, they see that, they don't say you're mad. You understand?
that's what it is. Yes.
So
Yeah.
you have to really allow it to happen to them
Mm-hmm.
before they say, oh, true, she that talk, you know, but they never understand.
Yes, yes, yes. And I want to thank God for Mr. Shango because he have given us so many knowledge of things and we
Uh-huh.
just bypass
Sure.
it, you know,
You know,
because
I admire that young man with the inspiration.
yeah man, he has
And,
so
you know, who wants to learn, you know, they apply it and they strengthen it and they can take it further.
yes,
So each
yes.
one teach one and you just pass the baton on.
That's right.
Alright, so you
All
guys
right.
have a lovely Sunday. I'm gonna listen,
All
alright?
right, all right. Big up
Alright,
yourself. Big
God
up
bless
yourself.
you.
Mr. Shango just walk into, you know. So you want to say, Mr. Shango, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, how are you today?
Well, give thanks.
Give time. Yeah, man. Mr. Shango, you remember the time when you say Van Cortlandt Park have so many remedy and we just walk over it?
Yeah, they all over.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
park and
yeah,
everything.
all over, even in your yard.
And we don't even bother with it. We don't
It's
even
not that
bother.
we don't bother with it. We don't.
We don't
Some
pay
of
no
us don't
mind.
know. Some
We
of
don't.
us don't know.
True.
Yeah, some of us
Because
don't know.
even Jamaica, the shame maca, the fever grass, the soursop leaf, some people know, some people don't.
Yeah.
You
Some people
understand?
know. Some people don't.
Some people want them a drink a cup of coffee, it have to have milk in it.
Yeah.
You know, they have to have something sweet in it. The sweetness and the whiteness. You understand?
character and that.
Yeah, man. So let me say good afternoon to Mr. Shango. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Shango, you have some good advice for us today.
Yeah, advice, Benny.
Uh,
I tell you, there's so much things happening this week, yeah.
last week.
Yeah, last week, it's not a young thing good about last week, I'm alive.
Yes. So you didn't worry, say you was going to die?
No,
Eh?
no.
You didn't worry.
Mm-mm.
But you say you thank God you're alive.
It come my way too.
You coming your way?
Mm-hmm.
Eh? You almost get it?
Mm-hmm. No, not that.
Death almost come your way?
Duck me have a duck, you know.
Eh?
Duck me have a duck. Me see it.
You have to duck it.
Me see it.
Oh,
Turn
problem.
off that, turn off.
Hmm?
Turn off it.
Turn off, yes. Don't put on the music. Hold on there. Yes, fine. So give credit. Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Shango is here. So get your question, get everything that you have. Try find a music in the same time, in the meantime, that we can play, because even Bob Marley give us some warning, we don't take it too, we don't take it too simple, seriously. Yes, well, yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Gunshot. Come on, gunshot.
When? Was that US4? And you know what you got that? Yeah. And I thought, right. Where you know where that come from? Hit your truck?
Said I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown. Over serving the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people we meet.
So don't get
Good
hot again.
friends we have, oh good friends
So the
we've
police they
lost
don't,
Yeah, they take camera.
along the way. In this great future, you
Oh,
can't
they walk with
forget
them, they
your
don't walk with
past.
You're
So
a
dry
camera.
your tears, I say, and then no woman no cry.
Yeah. 6 shots.
No,
So you have to just lie down. Duck. Yeah. Thank God you're alright.
said I remember
With all
when
this
we
and what.
used to sit. Was a government yard in Trenchtown. And then Georgia
Oh,
would
and
make
give thanks
the
that you're
fire light.
alive.
Yes, it was logwood burning through the night. Then we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you.
I just tried it.
My feet
Yeah.
is my only courage,
Sorry to hear, man. But thank God you're alright.
so I've got to push on through.
With all the people we had died from the corona, they still feel like kill our brother.
Be alright. Everything is gonna be alright.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everything gonna be alright.
Everything is gonna be alright.
There's a lot of mothers and there's a lot of wives and there's a lot of sisters and there's a lot of nieces crying out. can't even go to see their family in the hospital, can't even touch them, can't even say goodbye to them, can't even give them a drink of water. But everything gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright, alright? So put your finger crossed, alright? So Mr. Shango, walk on. Otherwise.
Yes, greetings to the eye and all radio listeners out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on, and we have our eyes to be able and see things. So there's a lot of things really taking place.
I want to say greetings to Brother Hall. Brother Hall was delivering juice Saturday.
Yeah. Delivering juice. What kind of juice is that? Greetings to Brother All out there.
He says healing juice.
Healing juice.
He wasn't really selling it, he was making it for family. He gave me a back around there now.
Okay, so it's a healing juice.
But he says, Brother Hall, give us a call there. Even when you don't come, you could have called me. But I must be prayed for me. Sing him prayed. He just want to drive by himself.
So what make that drink? That juice. Is it juice or a drink? Which one?
A drink. Once water in it.
Yeah.
That's drink. I think he boiled them. There are about 10 different ingredients. So we want him to call. I said to him, call us. Let us know what that drinks is all about. Because people mix up drinks with juice.
Yeah.
Juice can't stay 10 minutes after it has to be drink.
It's not that it can't stay, but the benefit
will come up.
Exactly, decrease.
Every day it drops. And I think even drinks too. If you make drink with that stuff, don't it fade out afterwards?
Juice is a slight. It's like
drink don't fade out.
No, because drink is not a juice where you extract.
Right.
You're talking about the extract when you're talking about juice.
So I made celery, apple, green apple, and green pear, and have a cup in the morning time. That's not juice, that's drink.
Yeah.
So I drink that, and I drink your tea.
Well, the ecologia.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
And I'm telling you, I made aloe vera with orange juice.
Yeah.
So I drink that too also. So what you say now? I'm up there.
He's always there. He's using the correct method of things.
Right.
That is nourishing to your body.
You know what I noticed, Shango? When you drink those stuff, you don't make you hungry.
Yeah.
You don't make you hungry, and I don't really eat at the restaurant them no more because it's not encouraging.
Yeah.
I know Tony don't like when I talk that, but trust me, the restaurant there right now is not encouraging.
Well, if you look at what taking place generally in life, with the coronavirus as what they call it going around. But if you look to see what most people or the media talking about is to boost your immune system.
Yes.
It's a trick towards every single thing that is going around, going on. Right now they are telling you from day one your immune system should be the one that you boost up.
Yes.
Then you have to look at the things also that you've been eating.
And drinking.
And drinking, that breaking down your immune system.
Right. So what do you do to elevate your lungs? What you could eat or drink to make your lungs? You have to do exercise or something like that?
Exercise is always the key towards, when you're talking about lungs. But if you're talking about something that is nutrients beneficial for your lungs, that also clean and replenish the lungs, you're talking about black seed oil. Black seed oil is excellent ever since the corona comes in play. The black seed oil now becomes a big seller out there. because black seed oil also is recommended for lungs, and it's very, very
Oh,
good
black
for
seed oil
black.
recommended for the
Yes.
lungs.
And another thing that most people don't aware of that is very good for lungs internally and externally, especially you're talking about the coronavirus, those person with pain in the in chest and lungs and all of those things. One of the best remedy that I study and learned of is a very simple remedy that can help a lot of human being. I'm not going to use the word every because every person have a
Have
difference,
different
you know.
symptoms. Yes.
Yes, but one of the best remedy that I can, especially people with chest pain, all sort of joint pains and all of those things. Onions, onions, not garlic now. Onions. If you chops the onions and chop them real fine and put them into a cloth, put them into a little cloth and put it on your chest and repeatedly, consistently doing that. That can eliminate all of those pains and can eliminate the mucus draining inside of your head. Onions can does
Oh,
that.
really? Well, I know the onion is good. You cut it, cause you cut it and put it like in your bedroom or in
Yes,
your.
but this one I'm telling you to put it on like a piece of cloth. You cut up quite a few and you put it on a piece of cloth. So for instance, you're going to lay down or you're going to sit down or so. You just put it on your chest and that will suck all the mucus out and also eliminates the pain. The only thing you have to be careful. Sometimes onion can be rushed on your in your skin externally. So that is what you have to be a little bit careful of. Too much onions on it. If you do not aware of how to go about it, sometimes it can create a problem. But onions, chops onions, puts in a cloth and put on your chest, it can eliminate those pains.
So onion have a lot of benefit more than just to cook with.
Yes, onions have lots of benefit more than just to cook with. What it is environment. We raise in an environment and see most people cooks with it. But the medicinal benefits, that is what most people lacking of it. The medicinal benefits.
What is the immune system? What is that?
Your
If you could
immune system
what
is
does it? What part it play with that? You say you build up your immune system with herbal product. What part it play?
well, your immune system plays a major role in your entire life. Your immune system is what is your defensive mechanical
It's
system.
like it's there to anything come in your
Yes,
body.
to
It just
attacking your
yeah.
body. Your immune system is built up to be the defensive mechanical weapon for your body towards any thing to attack your body. So
So in other words, you have to build up. You have to strengthen it at all times.
yes, and by strengthening it is the things now you consume. That is what makes the difference when we're talking about strengthen, because you have things that you can consume can decrease your immune system. You have things that you consume that can build up your immune system. So in that area now you have to look on your diet of what you consuming.
Go ahead.
Yes, good evening once more, Brother Shanga. What you're saying about the garlic is very beneficial, because when I was growing up, I know this lady, she had asthma very bad. You could see her on a price street and hear her breath from Manning Street as though she wheezing. And sometime I go there and I sorry for her. I'm from the Jamaican one, doctor and nurse. I'm say, Tita, the way I go do. She said, me no know Joe, and like her better go stop. And she used to trying to call me like Brother Shanga talk about the garlic. And she take a big white cloth, spread the cornmeal on it, tie it from her chest to down her breast, and she will start the wheezing. So a lot of these things that we take for granted, as you guys say, It is a remedy and a cure. But we have to know how to use it, when to use it, and what it's for. Okay?
Yes, you are so correct. I was really speaking literally more of the onions, but the garlic and the onions is similar. The only difference with the garlic is much stronger to lower the blood pressure, but the onions is
Mm-hmm. Yes, quite so, because we have the garlic paste now, like you have the fish oil paste, And garlic is a natural antibiotic.
Mm-hmm.
yes, yeah,
So just like you have the antiseptic soap, that's how we're growing up, we have the lifebuoy and the carbolic.
yeah.
But when people travel now, they tend to say them no want that, they want sweet soap. So no, no. But they say them lose the benefits. They lose the benefits of what is good. And then take up, like you said earlier, that was the white milk in the tea, and then something that will put mucus in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Ah, boy, when you don't know, you just don't know. All right, I'm listening.
Thank you.
One love, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Shango, I always wonder why Jamaican call it sweet soap. I always wonder why they say sweet soap.
I don't know. I grew up in that environment and,
Yeah,
and
sweet soap.
heard the
Because
terms.
if you go to Jamaica, the first thing they ask you, not even a soap, can feel me? Yes, so anyway, the immune system, you remember the people when people died from AIDS,
Yeah.
and they said their immune system was weak,
Mm-hmm.
and they have, because the weak, they have the, what do you call the other thing, what do they call it? Pneumonia.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And people been dying from pneumonia
Mm-hmm.
years upon years.
Yeah.
They got the walking pneumonia, they have that pneumonia. So how could they get avoid that with herbal?
As I says, you see, when you practice, especially like the way I does,
Mm.
you practice a healthy way of eating and be aware of the things that you consume. Things that you have consumed inside of your body can also trigger a lot of those things that is confronted by human being,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing that we are more of a self-destructive person towards our body, lacking the knowledge of new what's to put inside of our body, which is what makes our body breaks down because we're lacking a lot of these knowledge, and most of us becomes self-destructive. I am one of the individual who studied consistently, learning of life every single day and doing my best to make things happen in the way I was brought up. So when you're talking about taking care of your immune system, average person in America consume a lot of things that breaks down their immune system. If you look at dairy product,
Mm-hmm.
that's a number one killer to break your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also a big seller and a big
Mm-hmm.
things that they consume
Yeah.
in America.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking at a time like now, does they have any resistance towards a lot of these things going? No, they don't. And that is what makes you see numbers is rampant.
Mm-hmm.
Because overall, when you're talking about eating, most of us is not conscious of things we consumed inside of our body.
Mm-hmm.
We just get up and we eat on a regular basic, um, mainly for our stomach to be filled. That is what happens most of the times. We really do not eat um, much for nutrients of
Mm-hmm.
the body. We don't do that.
We eat for a belly full.
Just for a stomach full, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when things like this comes around, people will be panic, which is what you're seeing. People get panic. People get, people is in this fear, and it's a wide varieties of things going on. But whoever is the mastermind of behind it, whoever is the mastermind of behind it is really succeeding.
There's the ingredients that they have in the white bread, which I heard. I forgot the name,
Hmm.
but I heard very dangerous. You know that ingredient?
No, not that I do not knew because when it says white bread,
Yes.
it's been a while I haven't come around white
There's
bread.
are ingredients in the white bread that is very dangerous for your consumption. I don't remember the name. I have to study the name. It is different than if you make a bread at your home because you're not going to put all that stuff in there. I
Yeah.
think that kind of prevent the spoilish of the bread.
Okay,
That
okay,
ingredient.
okay, okay. Possible.
It prevent the spoilish of the bread. But I heard it is just like nitrite.
Mhm.
People eat bacon,
Mhm.
they eat ham, they
Mhm.
eat all those processed food, meat, and it
Mhm.
have and nitrite is very dangerous for you.
Yes, but again, the mass of the people is who lacking the knowledge.
Hmm.
And when you're talking about the mass of the people, when you look in the grocery store, people just taking up buying, and nobody concerned to
No,
say
no.
what detrimental this does to my body or what's the benefit.
Because the first thing they tell you that their grandmother, their mother, their father, they grew up on this, so it never killed them. And why should they stop now?
Which again, I believed, in my humbled opinion, that is a part of of ignorance.
Yes.
Because there's stuff that you will see your mother, your father, your grandparents raised you on, but sometimes we didn't question these things to see
Hmm.
the nourishment it carries to our body.
Right,
We
right.
didn't question those things.
No.
We just go about because it tastes good.
Hmm.
So what happens now, becomes an adult, it becomes a problem for a lot of us. And the fact that it becomes a problem for a lot of us, now we end up feeding it to our own children the same way. And it continued through generation.
Because I observe children going to school and they stop at the corner store. They did not breakfast at their home. They stop at the corner store and buy a cake and a 25-cent bottle of drinks
Hmm.
with the dye and the sugar. How can they learn that way?
Well, you see, it's a lot of things going on in the community when it comes to the human beings. If you look to see in the houses, right there is a breakdown of a lot of things. Right there, so it's a breakdown with a lot of things. When you look at both father and mother, the mother may agree to this for the child
Hmm.
to eat. The
Hmm.
father disagree. The
Hmm.
father may agree to this, and the mother disagree.
Yeah, I
And then
disagree.
it's a upscale thing goes on in the house. Sometimes the mother and the father get into an argument. The child have to leave, and the child go and buy whatever they wants to
I've
buy.
been through
So
that.
it's a lot
I've
of
been
things going
through.
on
I've been
in the
through that
community.
with my two last children. My son, I used to wake up in the morning, make them porridge, fix their breakfast,
Hmm.
and when his mother come down, oh, I don't want this. Try see if you can eat it. I
Hmm.
don't want it. And she said, okay, you don't have to eat it then.
Yeah.
You understand? And I look like the bad person.
Yes.
You
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm.
I remember one morning I gave him a orange, and
Hmm.
he walked out the door with the orange in his hand.
Hmm.
So I said it was peel and cut in two.
Hmm.
So I said I'm going to watch what he going to do with that orange. So I drive around 234th Street
Hmm.
to meet him coming down from
Hmm.
White Plain Road to 234.
Hmm.
There was no orange in his hand. The orange was in the in the waste basket.
Yes. So
So when I told the mother, she said, "Oh, maybe you don't want it."
yeah.
So
Hmm.
it's very hard when it's like a it's like a struggle.
It
You pull
is.
in one way
It is.
and you know what is right because the lunch and the breakfast out there. I remember I gave my daughter a sandwich and she didn't eat it. I took her to school. She didn't eat it, but she went in the bodega store
Yeah.
and buy a egg sandwich with ham. Well, you don't know when that grill was washed.
It's today children,
and they feel very comfortable eating
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You so parents, when one disagree and one agree, it's not good for children
Yeah, it's not. It's
because
not.
you become the biggest haters.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to eat things where you want me to eat. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
eat what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
But now, when they grow up and things happen, then they find, oh, I should have listened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on now. A lot of people say, my grandma, you watch a person go to a restaurant and they say, give me a lot of gravy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The African, they love gravy too. Jamaican love gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what detrimental it is for those gravy going on the system.
It is it's very detrimental, especially when you use things that is not nourishing. Like for instance, I don't know, in the meatologist world, what they used to do their gravy or whatever they
Mm.
called it. I'm a vegetarian, so when I'm making such things, I'll use like for instance, I'll use if it's not arrowroot.
Gravy master and
Yeah, yeah,
your
I use
arrowroot.
such like arrowroot to give it a texture.
Mm-hmm.
But also remember now, arrowroot is also a nourishment for the body.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also it's all in arrowroot is also good to lower in blood sugar and all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
And
also
cornstarch.
and cornstarch is also good for lowering blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just making a gravy and just using any little thing that is not nourishment, then you're likely in the long terms to pick up gout, which caused by uric acid. Uric acid is one that give gout inside of the body. Very, very painful.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're looking around to see what cause all of cause sickness like gout, is really uric acid. Where acid stems from, uric acid stems from a lot of meat where people consume, and a lot of the gravy that people consume on their food, and that is how most of these people
And again,
develop uric
you
acid.
ever notice people eating bagel with a whole lot of cream cheese
Yes,
and
yes.
and
Yes, those are some of the things that
two
creates
slices
also
of bread with a
uric
whole lot of
acid. Yes,
butter, a
yes.
lot of butter,
Hmm.
and the bread and a cup of coffee and stuff like that, or
Yeah,
butter
and as
roll.
I says, most people is not conscious of going about of consuming things healthy.
Mm.
People is much more just grab something, eat because they're running to work, they're running
Mm.
late, they didn't get to eat no breakfast, they didn't get to eat no lunch, so they got to run and they just grab something just to make their stomachs feel a little bit filled. They does that.
What of the time when most people in Jamaica coming up and they're working and they wake up? Grandma used to wake up early in the morning, make sure she fix breakfast
Mm-hmm.
and fix your lunch, and you gone with you have your breakfast, you're gone with your lunch. Those days will never come back. Huh?
I don't think I wants to use the word never. Because there's things I have seen in my youthful days, and now
Mm.
I started to see them again. So to say never, I don't want to use that word never.
Good afternoon.
How are we doing, Mr. Reverend Victor and Mr. Shango?
Hey, brother Hall is here.
Uh, uh, uh,
Good
Are
afternoon,
you
brother Hall.
good afternoon, brother all. It's been a
yes, I'm
while.
alive. Yes, I'm alive.
The roots man is here.
I heard you as a healer. I heard you make some drink there and going healing people. I don't know.
I can't say healing people, Brother Shango. I try to put out some stuff that I think could help some people.
Hmm.
It, I'm not, I mean, we have the neem, I
When you
have
said
the fever grass.
when you said you put out some stuff to try to help people,
Mhm.
help them with what?
No, well, the roots, to see if they can help them with the coronavirus. I
So,
mean, just to keep build up your immune system.
So okay, so the juice,
Mm-hmm.
the juice, the drink that you make is to build up the immune system.
Immune system, yes, sir. I hope it would.
And what is your ingredients?
Most of the stuff I told you that we have the fever grass, the soursop leaf, the neem, we have the sage, we have, I'm trying to remember, some ginger,
Mm-hmm.
and we have cerasee in it too,
Mm.
And and you know what I put? I even put some the corn silk in it too. I don't know why,
Okay.
but I just throw things in it.
So you,
Corn silk have a good thing too.
so
But all those bush together.
and you do a study on those bushes and find out that they are the right product
Well,
for the time.
the fever grass with the lemongrass, sir.
The,
I heard that is very good for your for the breathing problem, your lungs.
mm,
So I was very happy to put it in.
okay. Yes.
And the ginger help your lungs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have the ginger, the fever grass, and they say the sage play a great role in that too.
Mm.
So I had the sage in it too.
And the neem.
The neem, they said it's a powerful herb. Mr. Shango can explain to you more about that neem, but the neem is good for you. He have it in his store too.
Mr.
So
Shango.
Mr. Shango is supposed to have fever grass with, I think they call it the lemongrass, no?
That's what you call Mr. Shango, lemongrass.
Yeah, it's
They call it
basically the
up here
same thing.
lemongrass.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yes,
So
basically the
you
same.
see
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
So Mr. Shango have everything. And you know what happened to what I found out? That when you drink the one I made, I gave Mr. Did you go to the bathroom often, sir?
Me?
Or you don't drink it yet? You don't drink it yet, so you
No.
can't.
You see, I'm drinking other stuff, so I want to
Okay.
wait until that one finish. You don't want to drink too much stuff at the same time. You don't know which one is effective. You want to wait until you
Okay, sir.
finish one.
Okay.
So you say now that your juice will send you to clean out your system.
Yes, and to help build your immune. Because what happened, I boil it because of my son-in-law who had the coronavirus.
Your son-in-law,
And yes, and
yes,
to protect
your daughter.
my daughter,
So how you, or if your son have the virus,
my son-in-law.
yes. So and you want to protect your daughter, all the juice come between the both of them.
Because I boil enough and I want them to drink it, both of them.
So when your son-in-law drink the juice,
Hmm.
your daughter have to drink it too.
She's drinking the juice. She was drinking the juice as well.
So it's a healing power for those that don't prevention and a healing for those that is effective.
Well, I hope so because what happened, brother Vic, when you have the coronavirus, you know that you lose your taste and your smell.
I heard that. Your
So
appetite.
you have to give them something and you have to encourage him. You have to, but we have other things too. The vitamin C, the zinc, and other thing that you push him to use at the same time.
This is Shango want to ask you a question. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir.
The things I have to ask regarding the whole aspect of coronavirus, I heard
Yes,
people is
sir.
saying that when you have it, you doesn't have taste, you doesn't have no smell,
Mm-hmm.
but that is normal flu symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is a
All right. I
normal,
agree.
And you don't have
yeah,
no
that's
appetite.
yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
normal,
normal flu
yeah.
symptoms. I have seen many people even walk inside the store and tell me that they had the coronavirus. I don't know if I want to believe all of this that some people is saying they have because I'm saying accordingly they says that if you have the coronavirus you're supposed to in quarantine for 14 days. But some of these
Mm-hmm.
people I don't see in quarantine for 14 days.
But when you have a
So I'm
okay.
saying when you look geographically what taking
Mm-hmm.
place is that it is always this time of year is also a flu season. A sign of,
Mm-hmm.
also this time of year is sinus and allergy. Now,
I agree.
are we getting caught up into saying that if we sneeze because It's hard for me to accept when a person sneezes, you want to fist a person or thump a person or knock a person over because a person is sneezing. It's hard for me to accept a person cough and a person want to hit them because cough and sneezing was before coronavirus. And after
I
this,
totally,
and after coronavirus left, you're still gonna have people cough and sneeze. What are you going to do with those people these after that? After that,
I
I seen
totally
a
agree
lot
with
of,
you.
I seen a lot of ignorance, and I seen a manipulating on the people's mind regarding coronavirus. I have seen that. And I'm still learning to observe to see what will be the outcome after all of these happenings. What will be the outcome?
After the
What
cover,
will be
after
what is the implementations of heads of government round the world?
after the
You know,
commercial, I have something to say,
whoever
Brother Hall.
survived.
Cool one is restaurant.
All,
Alright, I'll get back in touch with you, brother.
all
All
the line there, Brother Hall.
All right, I'm here. I'm here.
I know.
Well, cool runnings run things that run way, food well season up, it tastes properly. Runnings are run things that run way, well season up, it tastes properly. In time the DJ a touch a New York, Ranger fi pull up, Ranger fi park. Have to get a food before the food just sell off. Watch it, make me coat me knife and fork. Who runnings it a the one pan the chart. No restaurant can get we off. Yes, Cool Runnings are the best restaurant in the world.
Located at 1802 Nareen Avenue, Bronx, New York. Come check out our oxtail, Congo, stew peas, red pea soup, steamed fish, ackee and saltfish, hominy con, cornmeal porridge, seafood soup, and many more. Come check it out now. I have some food nice.
It's all about Sun Life Health Food Store, located at 4060 White Plains Road in the Bronx. If you're looking for a healthy meal, go check out Sun Life Health Food Store, specializing in vegan foods such as vegetarian patties, vegetarian deli food, delicious smoothies and fruit juices, variety of soups and porridges, dry vegetable groceries. Sun Life is also known for the variety of roots tonic drinks such as the cocktail drink, the benefactor wood root, sandside bitters, powerful shots of wheatgrass, and how could I forget the lion paw roots drink. So go check out Sun Life, located at 4060 White Plains Road, open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Give them a call 718-547-3760 or check out their website www.sunlifehealth.com. That's www.sunlifehealth.com.
Yeah, Brother Hall,
Yes, sir.
thank you for waiting. Mr. Shango, this corona flu, I know this couple, right? And him said that his partner don't want to give him no sex. Because she said, you don't see corona flu I go around.
Hey,
So she can't, you're not supposed to have sex.
wow.
It reached that far, Mr. Shango.
Repeat the question.
There was a couple where the female said she cannot have sex with her partner because the corona flu. And I was doing some studies on it, and he said if you quarantine,
Quarantine, yeah.
if you quarantine together, there's nothing wrong having sex.
If you're quarantined, does that mean somebody, one of them have it, Brother Vic?
No, none of them have it.
So why would they quarantine if
No,
they don't have
I
it?
was just reading about that part.
Okay.
But the female don't want to give the male any sex
Maybe she didn't want to do it before this. That's probably an excuse.
because she say corona flu.
Well, that's an excuse.
So what would you do if they told you that?
You asking me?
Yes, what would you do?
No, Brother Victor, I would see that as an excuse.
Okay. What you say, Mr.
As an excuse because you can't tell me if the person was tested or the person have a fever. And Mr. Shango is saying no, most people is confusing the regular symptom code with coronavirus.
That is
But
true.
there's
That
a
is
thing
true.
where you say, that thing where you say prevent is better than curing.
But you know,
Mr. Shango?
but you know that from
Yeah,
time to
yeah,
time,
man.
when that person have a flu, they get weak. They drink lot of chicken, fish, chicken soup,
Uh-huh.
and they don't have no appetite of eating.
Well, that's why I recommend the chicken soup to my son-in-law and tell him, I mean, he love Jamaican soup. Force him to do it, to use the chicken soup because there's some power in chicken soup. I don't understand it,
But
but it
see,
cures some cold.
and this is what Mr. Shango is saying. Nobody never say you couldn't. They say if you have the flu, you're not supposed to sneeze. They say if you have pink eye, you can't fly in the plane. You're not supposed to be around people. So how the corona come now and take over everything?
But
Everything is corona. It's corona, corona, corona.
Brother Vic, we talk about this near Mr. Shango. If somebody's sneezing, it's best to cover your mouth
Yeah,
or sneeze
because
under your arm.
when
That's
you
the same thing.
when you sneeze, it go
Mm-hmm.
right over. It's like a ear flow.
Mm-hmm. And
And you ever notice when a person sneeze or cough and you're beside them, you could feel you could feel in your tonsil, the mucus in your tonsil. That ever happened to you? You feel it in there?
But brother all,
yes, sir.
yes, the practicing, yes, it's always to covers one mouth when one sneeze. But if you
Mm-hmm.
look and to see the reaction of what taken place from that same angle, the word blessings replaced now with either a fist.
I don't know why they should sit in the body. The thing
Is
is,
is
I would
that the
say
correct?
cover your nose.
No, but is that the correct way? Because if the word blessings replaced with
Mm-hmm.
angers,
That's
does that
bad.
makes it? It don't make sense to me.
But Mr. Shango,
No, that's bad.
there were some people long time will not shake nobody hand because they say you sneeze in your hand, you wipe your
Mm-hmm.
nose in your hand. So long time, a
Mm-mm.
lot of people don't like to shake hand, they shake
It's
somebody
it's
hand.
it's not the fact of shaking hands I'm talking about. What I'm talking
Oh,
about is the fact I grew up on hearing when a person sneeze. It's never about
it's
shaking
about
hands.
good luck or bad
It's
luck.
about bless you.
Bless you.
That is the word I hear
Mm-hmm.
when
Because
you sneeze.
they
It's
say
never
when
about shake hands or touch
they
no
say
one.
when you sneeze your heart stop. So they say bless you. And if it's a man sneeze and a woman, they say, oh, good luck, good luck coming
So
today.
what is it today now?
So
Is today is not good luck? Is not nothing
well,
good? Is it death?
you have to ask brother Hall because he's surrounded with beautiful women and he have the juice.
No, 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 no. Wait, brother V. You know when somebody sneezes, it could be virus. Yeah, I'm not talking about this
No,
virus now,
no, no,
but we were dealing with it
it
before.
don't have to be a virus. You know, you could inhale something. You could have a draft. You don't have to be a virus.
But what I'm saying, prevent is better than curing it. Prevention. So if we do prevent, we're not sure whether it's good or bad sneeze.
And you know when
So
you
nothing wrong.
and you know when you sneeze, you can sneeze one time. Hold the line there, brother Hall. Hold the line there. Good afternoon. You're on the line with brother Hall.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm going to ask a vital question.
Say good
Maybe.
afternoon to brother Hall.
The
Hi,
Empress, how
Brother
you
Paul.
doing?
How are you?
Ah, jeez, I'm home. I'm hiding.
Yeah. You're fighting the Armageddon.
Yes, I'm the chicken. I'm the chicken.
This your
Okay, yeah. We're all going through the struggle, you know?
the Christian them a
All
hide.
right.
Christian a hide. They not no faith.
Well, we all believe in something, you know, but the end topic of it is love. Love is my religion.
Respect every
And if
time.
everybody that moves to the full core of love,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
don't let the heart bleed for vanity and
Mm-hmm.
do material thing and have love for humanity, what a harmony it would be.
Mm.
But
Big
it is
harmony.
out of control. So the question I'm about to ask, not that I'm cursed, but you know, sometimes everybody brain works different. With this spraying, you can't find no disinfectant nowhere. With this spraying and alcohol and antibacterial cleaners and the mask and the stain 6 feet. And what is that? I mean, no, 6 feet is when you're under the ground. So what is this? This is gonna stop anything? He brought up
What's the question, Vaughn?
Mr. Shango.
this is all these disinfectants, and you can't get anywhere, and you must use it and so forth. Not that we never used to use it before, but I'm saying, is it gonna prevent anything?
Mr. Shango answer that question.
Well, you see, in regarding your question, my humbled answer is, just don't get caught up into a lot of things. Always be
That
proactive.
is my
You know,
perspective too.
always be proactive in your surrounding, your environment, in anything that you do. Just don't wait for them to start to tell you to say, don't do this, don't do that. Always be proactive. That is what I always do in my life. I'm not right
Yes.
now because of coronavirus. I'm getting extra things because of coronavirus. I'm not doing that.
Thank you very much.
You
All
know.
right. Now I
Yeah.
know it's not me alone. All right. Be wise. If it can't be wise, then it must be otherwise. I'm listening. All right. Peace.
But you
Yeah.
know,
Much love.
you
Yeah.
know, Mr. Shango and Brother Hall, they always said you must wash your hand when you come from the supermarket because
That's right.
the shopping cart you hold is very dangerous, and
Mm-hmm.
angling money is very dangerous also.
Yeah, but you see, this is not just now we
That's
knew
what I'm
that.
saying. No, that is what I'm saying.
Uh,
It's been said
the
years
all of
ago.
what they coming back and telling people to do, these are basic. It's nothing new they're telling you to do. It's basic
That's
practice.
basic. It's practice, yeah.
These are basic practice
Because
principle of human
when I
being
go to
that
the
we're supposed to be
supermarket
doing.
and I come home, I wash my hand and all the fruit and the vegetable I wash them right away with either um, apple cider vinegar
Hmm.
or fruit wash.
Yeah.
I wash them
Hmm.
before I put them in the refrigerator before I put them up.
Hmm.
So I wash them and put them away.
Hmm.
With money, people give you money. You should never use your hand, yangle money, and go and rub all over your face. 'Cause money is very unsanitary.
And I agree with you, but I see a lot of things right now is becoming unsanitary because I have seen a lot of people wearing masks, but I've seen a lot of masks being dirty
That's what
on the face of people.
I said it earlier that people wearing masks for the whole day and pick up the mask tomorrow and still put it on, and the mask is infected with germ that you sneeze and you talk and you cough over,
Yeah, so
just like the gloves.
no difference.
So people have on the mask the whole day, walk around with the mask the whole day, and and sneezing it and blowing it and everything, and then they go back and put on the say and say it's
I've
clean.
seen people in the supermarket you know use their hands to hold the money, use their hands to touch the mask.
You want to know how money is dirty? Look on the toll. Look at the people when they was at the toll with the gloves, and look how the money do that. Look how dirty their hand is, and they have on the gloves. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother Winston. How are you, sir?
Well, giving thanks for one more day.
Yes, sir. Say hi to brother Hall and Mr. Shango.
Brother Hall, Brother Shango, earlier on before Brother Hall come on, I was going to call to ask you what happened to Brother Hall, how he's doing.
Him a hide. Him a hide. He say
But then
no.
right after that, me hear him call.
He say he don't want to be around people because of the virus.
Well, we happy to know that Brother Hall is all right.
Yeah, man. And he's
Well,
making.
Brother Winston, happy to hear check in. That's good. That's
Yes,
good.
man, yeah, man.
Because Brother Hall came here yesterday and gave me a bottle of juice. So I said, come say something on the radio. He said, no, man, no, man.
No, no, brother, Vince.
Yeah.
Let me clear that. Yesterday I parked at the side and I didn't want to get a ticket. I didn't have a park, couldn't get a park.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's, go ahead.
But the real fact about it, what is going on, even although I want to have to take all the precaution, I mean, it's far away more than what they are saying also, because this thing is far way more airborne that they are saying. The 6 feet that they're talking about, you can up to 30 feet away, you can get it from somebody.
Wow.
And I could be a carrier of it and I don't have any symptoms, and I pass it on to you.
But,
Yes, sir.
but what I will say, before the virus come out, if you have a flu and you're around people that their immune system is weak, don't they would contract your flu also? If you cough
Yes,
on
yeah,
them?
people can catch it, but it wasn't so much contaminated like this one. It was not affected like this one.
So what caused this one to be so effective?
Because it's a dangerous virus, and it's a virus that they created.
Mr. Shango want to say something.
Yeah, regarding that, I'm learning the whole thing, and in my humble opinion, I don't see it as what they're saying. I see they're saying one thing and implementing another, and having the mind of the people confused throughout the world. If you look and you're seeing what's happening, I'm saying, what virus just in the city only? Why just in the city only?
But
if it's airborne,
where the population is heavy.
But again, if it's airborne, you can't stop nothing airborne. But I'm saying, why only in the city? Why only in the city? Because
but
again,
it's not only in the city, because I mean
it's dominated. It's dominated in the cities right throughout the world.
Because the population in the city, where most people moving up and down.
That is just the mindset of what I'm saying. But if you look in the cities right throughout the world, there's no trees. If you look at the broader picture, not just what they are saying, use your two eyes and look also in right throughout the world in the cities. There's a little bit of trees. Trees cause oxygen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if you look at this so-called virus as they claim it is, this so-called virus now, it is licking down the lungs, the kidney, and name it all, right? But again, it is something much bigger than what they are saying, such as virus. Yes, they point a finger on the flu. Like the human being never have flu symptoms before. Flu virus, yeah. Like we never had those things before.
Because this and again, this is totally different from the flu and also the AIDS.
But what makes it different? I heard Brother Victor ask you the question earlier. What makes this different? And there is no
because
answer.
This one is more contaminated.
But they all are contaminated. They all in the past are. So what makes this one different?
Brother Winston, when the
I in a close proximity with person who have the flu and I don't have the flu.
Mm-hmm. You remember when AIDS came out, they say you can hug them, you can talk face to face to them because you will be contaminated. You remember that?
Well, they say it did come through. You have to have it's some fluid or the other, or you have intercourse or something.
No, but they say you cannot hug, because you see, a lot of people who didn't understand it say you can hug somebody, you can shake them hand, you can do that, and you can do this. You're not supposed to be around them. You ever heard that?
Yes, because you see, I think people are more fearful of that one more, but on the reality of it. But the reality of this is that it spread without you even have to be in a close proximity with somebody else. Because, for instance, up in Mount and there where it happened first, is one person went up there with it, you know.
Oh, you mean up at New Rochelle?
Right. Then, all right. How come that person want in a place where about for them say must be 500 and something person at the church, and And this one person went in there and contaminated everybody.
Your church?
No, it up by
Oh, New
Mount,
Rochelle.
New Rochelle.
Brother Shango want to ask you a question.
I tend to don't believe most of the stories that I heard on the news regarding contaminated,
Hold the
because
line
as
there.
I
Don't
says,
hang up. Don't hang up.
living and my experience, what I've experienced in life, I've always experienced a flu and I have seen same symptoms. Now, should we question other things along with the flu? That's why people dying. That is not what most people is doing.
You on the here?
Good afternoon, Brother Winston. What is this now? Because we have a lot of epidemic in the past. If we know what is this now, we're trying to figure it out. And if we get the answer, it will be so surprising, because this not just manufacture from January to now. If this is a germ and it's spreading and growing at a rapid rate, it has to be coming from something much more dangerous that mankind cannot resist it. We can resist the flu. I never take a flu shot from I come here yet. And me not get the flu, but I'm born with the allergy. So like I used to tell Brother Shango, and he said he used to have it too. I realized what to consume and what not to consume. Certain detergents I don't use, certain deodorants. I learn my body and I go along with what suits me and I can handle, and stay away that what doesn't suit me and I can't handle. Yes, you're right, Brother Winston. Somebody may have the flu and come amongst you, sneeze, cough, and everything. You don't contact it. Because you know what? Your mind is so strong. Some people as them start cough or so. Oh, move from your stomach, you're going to give me sickness and this and that. Right away, you think that, and it happened. All of we exposed to this right now. All of we can have the virus. But it don't reach our mind. It's a mindset thing, And once your mind yield to it, you stray from it. But when you're going to reach for it now, it will reach for you. So none of we don't know what's going out there. We just have to this and that and a figure. But it's crucial, because Bob Marley say a natural mystic blowing in the air. You understand? So don't have no fear. Just do your natural hygiene, do your natural universal precaution, meditate positively, and just think, all right, and you will go through. Because we're all like a dead, we're not going to live. But for this, where they must say kill people, it not sound too good to me. What is this? All right, big up on yourself.
Thank you. Brother Winston? Brother Hall?
Good afternoon to the Empress. But you know that I listened to 2 clips from, and probably more too, because you hear, I think George Bush was talking about the flu-like symptom, which is going some kind of pandemic thing. Obama come talk about the same thing, the flu-like symptom.
And he said 5 years to be effective in America.
Right?
Brother Winston.
Yes.
In 1918, right? When time they had that flu symptoms and 50-something million people died. What was it? Was it the flu or was it something they were implementing? What?
You don't know what that one.
You're talking the Spanish flu?
The Spanish flu.
Yeah.
You have the black flu, black fever,
1918.
Spanish flu.
That was the Spanish flu.
What I have learned is that every single time I'm seeing something implementing, they're blaming a flu symptoms. Every single time. 1918, 1968, now 2020. It's the same thing. Every time they're implementing something, it's a flu virus, and many people died. But after who survive it, they will tell the tales. And again, with this, whoever survives it will tell the tales.
Well, this is the first one that closed down the church.
I never born in 1918. I born 1969. Okay, so I am just doing research to see where I can learn from with these things.
Brother
Because, as I
Winston,
says,
Yeah.
it's all about the few
any
symptoms.
church have ever been closed down with any of these flow?
I don't think, in spite of all what they're talking about, I don't think they ever see anyone like this.
History.
Yeah, they never see anyone like this.
You think?
But Brother Winston, if their record says over 50 million died, then you really want to record another 50 million died?
But but what I'm saying, I don't think they are on the way how it spread.
No, but I'm saying if 50 million, I have never heard 50 million people died on the planet ever since I'm alive, and I wouldn't want to hear that. So I if to say compare them,
I
comparing.
don't know, but they said it was 50 million people died, but we don't know if it was 50 million.
No, they said over 50 million.
Over 50, we don't know.
Now, if I am hearing today, likewise you are hearing, that is driving a lot of fear in us, and fear is a dangerous thing.
Because you see, Brother
Is it
Hall,
true that what they are saying? Who knows?
Brother Hall started
They
this
hold on, brother
stuff.
Victor. They says it's from the fish market in China. In China, they say it's from a rat bat. It's all sort of speculation. What it really is? What it is really is? They knew, but they're playing on the fantasy of the mind and the people. That is what's going on. That's all I'm saying. Just be proactive and take care of yourself.
Now
Yeah,
there's a new symptom coming out in China, and the China is running the African them out of China. That they sleep on the streets, yeah, them are bring it in the country.
No, but that one there, I understand that it was because the Africa, this was a retaliation, because Africa was running them out, the Chinese them, so the Chinese them retaliate.
No, Africa.
Well, I don't know that story, so I can't really answer to none. So I'll just observe and look, and then when I get much more details, I'll answer. But so far, doesn't look good on our side. The Chinese trying to beat out the doesn't look good. But I don't want to comment that much on it.
But because, I mean, I think they probably did, that is probably two sides to that story.
What you say, Brother Hall?
All right, let me.
Well,
Let me give.
I was watching Brother Victor. From what I saw with it, I think I never see the other side. All I knew, I saw the Chinese what they were doing, and that was looking good to me. It was really bad. I was upset.
Right,
but now Brother Winston is saying they're doing it on the other side too.
Yeah, they start to do it after what they're doing to the African.
And what also is look bad overall is the selling of the children. Did you see that plane that goes in Africa and was trying to takes out how much children out of Africa, and it was intercepted in Chad? Yeah. So again, and that was 200. That was a lot of children. But the world sit by and not say nothing. The world sit by and not saying nothing and acting like they themselves as government is in. I don't care about them government, because they are not good. They are not good. You know, they are all in one basket.
You know, sometimes I wonder if this thing is deliberate because they want to get rid of want to reduce the population.
It is also possible because they was also contemplating, if we following the news little before the G8, you know, they was also contemplating how they're going to feed the population between 20 and 2030. Then we seen a reduction right now of people just dying. Then every single thing is in question. It can't just say just the flu. We have to put every single thing on the table and look at it to see what really it is. And
most of these government claim that the older set of people are living much longer and they are putting a strain on the and the resources.
Why I says as a government is I have seen hypocrites in as a government. I've seen even in my little island as Jamaica. Why Jamaican government never accept the people who was in on the water who is Jamaican national? They all hypocrites. They are all hypocrites now. I believed he was thinking of the flu symptoms, but here he's going to get deportees and don't know if they had the symptoms. So this is what I'm saying. It's a bunch of I see hypocrites and heads of government right around the world.
I think this thing should have happened from way back, but I think most of this because I think George Bush he talk about it, then probably he never had the guts to do it. And Obama never talk about it. Probably he never had the guts to do it. Then probably this is the president who have the guts to do it.
No, well, what I have heard, is that Obama put things in place. Donald Trump is the one who tear it down.
Yeah.
You know, so when you have heads of government put things in place and another one comes and they all are hypocrites because then we can't know the truth.
Because they put things in place coming down to fight the pandemic.
Yes, but what I'm
this
saying...
This one come on and remove all of those things.
Yes, and if you look in the media what is going on, you did hear Donald Trump was praising the Chinese prime minister one of the time. Now you're hearing over here the American system was going against the Chinese system. It's a lot of things. But the flu symptoms
I've been questioning this thing here. Listen this. When Mr. Trump meet with the Chinese president, it was he is the only person from the American government was in the meeting. Nobody know what they talk about.
I understood that. But again, I can't just blame Donald Trump only.
No, I'm not only blaming him only, but I'm saying
yes,
we don't know what they talk about.
Yes, but again, it is heads of government. They all do the same thing. Not just Trump alone sit with one person. They all does the same. Regardless who they puts up there. They all does the same garbage. And manipulating and playing on the minds of the people. That's all.
No, this is not the mind of the people. This is taking out the people.
But it's still playing on the minds of the people. It's still playing on the minds of the people also. It's taking out the sick ones. It takes out the older ones, and it's taking out some of the younger generation. But it's still playing on the mind because you can't tell me what it is. You only can say. They say it is the flu symptoms. Where does it come from? No one can say. Which they all knew where it came from. They all knew. So that is what makes I saying they playing on the fantasy of the minds of the people. Because they themselves who come in on television and radio and saying they knew what it is. It is because fear and panic.
Even in the beginning. I said they're not telling the truth because they don't want the people to get panicked, so they're going to break the news little by little, and that's what they're doing.
Exactly. So this is what makes I always saying just be proactive, conscious of yourself, and take care of yourself, and you will be able to take care of others. But if you follow the media, then you're going to get lost.
So what you're saying, they want to get rid of the older people, but some young people are get caught tonight.
No, I'm not saying they want to get. What I'm saying is that the story. I can't say what they want to get rid of or what they don't want to get rid of. What I'm saying, the story that is out there, it is playing on the fantasy of the mind of the people, and the people is not knowing the truth. They're the one who coming out saying these things. They know the truth. But they are playing the games with the people and driving fear and panic. And the fact that you have seen fear driving the people, panic driving the people, now you're going to see things coming out more and more and more. And I'm saying all I'm waiting to see is more of the vaccine, because I'm seeing as an implementations of things they're implementing. Because I don't see 2020 different from 1918 or 1968. I don't see no great difference. Many people died. The same thing is happening now. Many people are suffering and many people die in the same way. And it is the same method.
Brother Victor sent something on WhatsApp. Going to give it with a brother who I was listening to who went through it. And he was talking. He said when he went into the hospital.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. Yeah.
So even in the hospital, when you, as a matter of fact, it seems like you better you stay home more than go to the hospital.
And that's why they are dying, because if you go to the hospital and they put you down beside the person who are die, and they don't come and look after you, you're going to die too, because there's nobody there to assist you with anything that you want.
That is what I'm saying. If you look on the whole thing of our heads of government, world of government doing this thing, they're telling you don't come to the hospital unless it's severe. Severe means it's possible you can die right then, you know. Yeah. That is what severe means.
So if it's severe, that means you're going to die.
Then they also close all doctors' office right around the world. Then if it is that as what they are saying, why would they do such a thing?
I have appointment at Mount Vernon Health Center. Hold the line there, please. Hold the line. Good afternoon.
Yes, Brother Winston and Mr. Shango and Mr. Monaga. When you have a car accident, boat accident, plane accident, or a motorcycle, you know the natural cost of it. Mm-hmm. Somebody wrong. I am going the right way, you're coming into me not looking. Mm-hmm. Or the pilot of some thing in the area, pocket or something, iceberg. You know that's a natural or a disaster, but you know the cause. This now, mankind just get up on a bed every minute. You hear the siren every minute. If you're not strong, you can't take the next bed comfortable. Your loved one in a hospital, you can't go. Your loved one in a nursing home, you can't go. You have to 6 feet, so you have to go in your house and have to stay 6 feet. Like when you say the dirty gloves, the dirty days. Where them something there for? Now bring more germs?
Yes. Like I said, it carry and just
you
throw
know,
you down.
It's just like, to me, another genocide, you know, and then just playing on the human mind. Like Brother Winston, they knew what it is, but they never come out and say what it is. We have to just take precaution of ourselves and just do the right thing. Cause you go to the store, you have to wait in line. You anywhere you go, 6 feet. So I'm saying I wonder if money gonna be out and then bring in something else, or this is like you just catch the country. Then they then bring in communists. No. Nobody now work. All you gotta live, sir.
Brother Hall?
You understand?
Yes. Empress, I don't think like that. Nothing like that gonna happen.
You think you're gonna get back normal?
It's gonna be back to normal. And listen, people keep saying
what you're thinking is things gonna get back normal.
It's gonna go back to normal, but people is gonna be more careful. They're gonna be more cleaner. They're gonna wash their hands more. Germs. They're gonna avoid certain things. They're gonna wake up to it. We Jamaicans know that we should wash our hands.
Mother Nature is cleaning out.
That's whatever. We're gonna adjust to something good. Not gonna be bad.
Opinion. Well, it can be so, you know, because they say after old things pass away, new things shall be added. So let's hope for the best then and just continue to take care of each one of themselves. All right, much respect. Yeah.
Respect. Brother Vic, when they're saying it's gonna be like it's a part here with this and that, listen me, if somebody invent this thing, one person talk about it already. You can't control Trump. Trump will tell you any secret. There's nothing like that. Because Trump would come out and tell you already.
Trump said if it close up, everything can open up now.
Yeah, Trump is not a guy that somebody gonna commit a crime and Trump gonna say him a hide it. No, not Trump.
But he hide for him.
He will hide for him, but yeah, I agree. But Trump will not keep secret.
Where is it, Mr. Shango?
It's not that he will not, because I was listening on an interview the other day, and I really the question they put to him, I really like his answer. The reporter put to him that Putin of Russia, he's a killer, and then Trump answer was like, there's a lot of killers. And the guy responded to him again, said the guy Putin is a killer, and he said there's a lot of killer. And then he also responded and says, you think America is innocent? We are not. I did like that answer of him. I did.
What you say, Brother Winston? Brother Winston, what you say?
That's true. Look. That's fair.
Well, look, I said it several times already that you see, power, absolute power corrupt absolute. And Mr. Trump is all about him. Right? If what is going on now, he's using things as a politics as to gain from it.
So true.
He said, listen what he said one time. He said, Trump, look out for Trump. You know, business nobody else.
And he also said that don't dead now, vote for me first, then you could dead afterward. Right?
Yeah, he don't care about nobody else. What he care about himself and him stay in power. But the thing that I don't understand is that they told you to wear masks and gloves, but yet you have on masks and you have on gloves, and then say you have to stay 6 feet away.
So true. But who stays 6 feet away?
Well, I don't know who. People that is not everybody. Lots of people not doing that.
Brother Hall?
Yes, sir.
You stay 6 feet away from everybody?
I try my best to.
At your home also?
Well, a little distance, yes.
Because you know that they said that by talking, just by talking, you can if somebody have it, they can contaminate the other person with it just by talking.
It's not looking good, and if everybody don't cooperate, this thing we're not gonna stop. Because if it's really even like a flu season and the virus, a cold, if everybody take action and cover the face and protect themselves, where is it gonna go? You have to cut it. So I don't see anything wrong with covering up your face or giving a little we call it social distance. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But Mr. Shango say he don't cover his face?
No, I don't.
Well, Mr. Shango body is immune to a lot of things.
Again, they said 14 days. It can live in your body up to 8 weeks.
Yes.
6 weeks.
So Brother Hall.
Yes, sir.
You don't hang around Brother Shango then, right?
We can't be like in that little place. I mean, I'll talk to Mr. Shango because I have my mask on.
So
I'm obeying the rules of the country. The man say everybody, if you go out, you should have your mask on.
So let me ask all three of you these questions. Brother Hall, Brother Victor, and Brother Winston. I listened and heard you guys preach a thing. trust no man words. Now I am seeing all of you speaking of this virus. Now, who you hear speaks of this virus? Because I'm saying if you guys preach, not just you only, but I can single to say Brother Victor, Brother Winston's and Brother All say trust no man's words. Now we don't know. We now don't know.
Trust no man.
But his man.
No, brother Shango.
Hold on.
Trust no man word.
No. Hold on.
Let
me finish. When you guys preaching, in general, when you guys preaching, you guys says, lean not on your own understanding. You guys said, trust not no man. But is man who telling us all of these things? Where does we come in place with this now?
That's why we don't
Is
trust
that
them.
the arms of flesh? The arms of
No, but
flesh
we
will
do
say
it
they
even. What I'm saying, even if we says we don't trust their words, we see that everyone is wearing masks. That is a trust of words. We seeing everyone is wearing gloves. That is a trust of words. So are we playing hypocrite with everyone else then? Because
it doesn't mean that we don't trust their word, because we see what's happening.
No, but I'm saying that when I heard you guys preaching, teaching, you guys said trust no man words. Then how you want us to trust your words?
It's because we don't trust their word. Why we have speculate? Why we don't hear now speculate?
No, but I'm saying if you said trust no man words, why should we trust your words? Because you're a man,
What word?
Your wording.
It's not my word. When I talk about what in the Bible.
But every man does say these things. Every man who walk on this planet of the earth would use such a term. Trust no man word.
So
but I'm saying to
you,
every man that speaks, when we listened, is terminology of wording, just like the heads of government terminology of wording. So it's when a man speaks, is all we listen to is human beings.
No, but when you talk about trust no man, you have to understand that we have to trust somebody to an extent. Even by getting into a car, you have to trust the person who's driving that car.
Yes, that is what you come into now, and I agree with that. I am never.
No, but I said that long time ago, just the same.
No, but this is what I'm saying. The word trust.
But what we are saying that we don't put our trust in man.
But we have to.
To that extent.
But aren't we does?
Not totally.
But this is what I'm saying in this coronavirus. This is what happening because we trust in their words. We are
totally.
Brother Winston, what you have said earlier is nothing new from what they have said. They are telling you how to protecting yourself against the virus. It is man words you trust, and now you carrying the same story.
But I wasn't saying that even before they said it, because I was saying that it is airborne.
No, but it is man that come and says it, and we takes it and runs with it. That's all I am saying. I'm not against you. All I'm saying is man who says it, and we, included myself, takes it and runs with it. So how for we to say do not trust man and their words when we taking their words and running with it?
All the line there. 1 minute there. I want to say you're listening to Touch FM Radio 90.1. Fresh FM Radio 102.1, and I don't know who's our other connecting partner. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. You're listening to Mr. Shango from Sun Life, 4060 White Plain Road, where you get the best herbal product, the best vegetarian and vegan food, no artificial, 100% pure. Whatever your need is, he has it. You're listening to Brother Hall all the way upstairs. He interbake it. I interbation. He did an interbation, right?
Quarantine.
Brother Winston is over there by Prospect Avenue, quarantine. Me and Mr. Shango is here. I want to say good
And
afternoon.
quarantine.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we
Yes,
are.
when you say we don't trust, we mean that we we can't put all our trust. That's what I mean when you say trust. No man, we don't put all our trust in mankind.
But Brother Winston, you know, say ever since this quite the merchandise, the merchant them, they raise up everything in the supermarket. You notice
Yes,
that?
man, you know, everything gone up.
Everything raised.
Hmm?
Huh? Tashango, that's disgraceful though.
It is, but we are human beings,
We
so
have
it
to
is
pay.
no, I'm saying we are all human beings, and everyone not going to do it, but some people will, increase their price because again, human being does these things when something happening. The human family, we have a tendency to do these things. Not every one of us, but some of us
I
does
went to
it.
buy some fish this morning, and I take up a nice fish head, and I say, how much I pay for the fish head? The guy says, just like the fish, six
Yeah.
dollar.
Uh-huh.
I said, fish head, that's $6 now. He said yes. So the manager came over and said, give it to him.
But,
So
but look here, when I think that I look on, they are talking about people are not eating properly. But they are serving the things that are destroying people that is full of sugar and salt and things that give you high cholesterol and all those things. That is what the city is serving the people.
yes,
And they are the one who are telling you that you are not eating healthy.
but it's not them at say night health. Them at say think the day come and eat. Who want it? Come and dine.
No, no, but they must serve it.
They not
Them,
put,
they,
but they
them
not,
send it
but they
around and
not.
send it to people.
All right, like I talk about Sun Life. If you want a good cup of porridge, you go to Sun Life. No milk, no sugar. Saturday morning I call, I think was 9:30, and they say porridge done.
Yes, and
Nine.
ever since Corona,
Yeah,
the coronavirus, I don't know what the people heard of CMOS,
see man.
but CMOS becomes one of the
But
number
it
one
always
thing
be
right
like that
now.
before even Corona.
No, but not just the porridge.
Oh,
Not just the porridge, no. I'm talking in general when it comes to CMOS.
okay.
Everyone is right now into CMOS.
All the line there,
CMOS
all
is
the
one of the
line.
biggest thing which we
Hello, good
all knew.
afternoon.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, let me ask you guys a little question. It may sound humorous, but it's serious. I do not drink Corona beer no more.
We never drink that yet. Nothing wrong with
And and
Corona beer.
and they said that the lime and the
Nothing wrong with
drink that
nothing
to
wrong.
prevent it.
What's wrong with Corona beer?
Huh?
What's wrong with Corona beer?
No, I said if we don't drink it because the virus my name Corona.
There's
Me
a
never drink it before, so me never, I don't know what it is. So,
there's a there's a avenue. There's a little
Well, I mix that outside, guys.
there's a
No,
avenue. There's a community
and
named
the second
Corona.
thing they said the white rum and the lime good feed, so we and them we make money.
There's a community in Queen named Corona, you know. So nobody no live
I
there no
know,
more.
but a bit so.
probably that's why you take shot in a queen, so.
I you
All
know.
right, so the Bible bless Sunday evening,
Alright.
Peace
All
and love.
right,
I
all
know,
right.
Brother Wilson. Corona is not too far from Helmers, you know, and Helmers the hospital there. So
Yeah.
they bar the line.
So,
I'm telling you.
you know, it's not easy, but I mean, it's just that I want each one have to look out for themselves and take care of themselves.
Yes, and if we can give good advice to one another, it would help.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
one of the best, some of the best remedy out there that I recommend when customers will come to the store regarding the coronavirus and all of the flu symptoms. Again, I always recommend echinacea. Echinacea is very good to build your immune system. And overall is it's vitamin C. Also you want to stock up on your vitamin C because as the weather change from spring to summer, sometimes our body temperature also elevates or go drop lower, and then it creates also a problem for us. So again, you want to stock up on things that would you'll get benefit from. Just like as I says, we create some syrup by the name of the rigid cough syrup. It is one of our number one selling products right now. Some of the ingredients in the rigid cough syrup again is the echinacea and also fenugreeks, with cayenne pepper and alkaline water. This is what we use to combine the cough syrup, and it is one of the number one selling products right now in the store of Sun Life. Some people will come and take up 2-3 bottles. Some people will come and take up at least a case of it, and it's really beneficial when it comes towards your immune system, when it comes towards fighting the so-called virus as they claims it is. But again, you want to visit Sun Life, pick up your bottle of your rigid herbal cough syrup, also your Sunside bitters. Also, Sunside bitters is very good to detoxify your body system. A lot of things that going on now. If you use Sunside bitters and take 2 ounces of Sunside bitters last thing at night before you go to your bed, Sunside bitters will clean and detox a lot of these things that in your system, and also will create a problem for your body. People who is suffering from sinus and allergy problem, now is in that time of season. A lot of people will be sneezing, have nothing to do with the virus. A lot of people will be coughing, have nothing to do with this virus that everyone is going crazy about. Again, I want to recommend people. We at Sun Life also carry the B-Pollen. B-Pollen also is recommended for people who is suffering from asthma. Some of the people who is suffering from asthma will also comes up with a sneeze, with a cough. It doesn't mean that the people have any form of virus. It's just asthma the people have. So people, be humbled yourself and be respectful towards yourself, that you will be able to respect others when they sneeze or when they cough. It doesn't mean that you have to retaliate by fighting back the person or giving the person a negative vibes because they sneeze or because they cough. Remember, we are one human family. Just remember
Amen to that,
we
my
are
brother.
one human family. Regardless a
agree with
person
you.
sneeze, regardless a person cough, respect the person. Respect the person for who they are. Okay, so
Because
again,
that sneeze and coughing is a part of our body also.
of course, and the
My
virus.
my brethren, peace be unto you all, and I hope and trust that you all will stay safe and that we will able to meet again.
Yes.
Have a blessed one.
You too. Brother Hall,
Yes, sir.
give us your last word. So good to have you on today.
Well, I was paying attention, and I hope, as Brother Shango said, everybody can take care of themselves and don't get excited.
Right.
But I say prevent is better than cure. So all you have to do is take care of yourself. Listen to Brother Shango with his advice and stock up and do what you have to do to survive. All right?
Okay, and thanks again for the tonic. It's a tonic or what is this? What is it?
You can call that a root, the root juice.
No, it can't be a juice. It has to be a drinks.
Is it really do this? Guess what? What is a juice?
A juice is
All
a juice without water. That's a juice, right?
Juice is what you extract.
Yeah, where you extract no
yeah,
water.
yeah, it's
Okay, all right.
something what you extract.
A juice is what you get. You get the juice out.
Yeah.
of
So
the
they just say that I drink, the root drink then.
So you have sea moss.
I have my sea moss, but you're talking, Brother Shango talk about the sea moss, the fenugreek, the golden seal, all this, the honey, the honey, whatever. I have so many things.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Whatever Brother Shango said, I boil some Not even boiled it. I just made some steam out this morning. I had it.
All right. Say hello to my friend for me.
I will.
Sorry about the church.
The church. Say sorry about the church. What happened?
Church, they closed the door.
Well, you know, sometimes it's something you learn from. We learning.
So the Trauna could have church here then.
The church was always in your house, you know, brother V.
That's why I know it's not there no more. That's where it starts from in the house.
But the thing is that they're losing all the money now. That the collection is not going in.
That's what it was all about. Money.
Yeah. Don't start up, brother Shango, you know.
Give thanks,
right,
brother
brother.
All, and it was nice hearing from you. You know? Much love and respect, and be safe.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Shango, I want to thank you for coming on today. It was very informative discussion, and we thank you for being here as usual.
Yes, man, and it's a pleasure always being here. Because during the weeks I always do lots of research, lots of studies to come and inform the public. Not saying that I knew it all. But when you look around in our community, you don't really see that much people advocating for health. So don't see that much. I believe in using myself to be one of that person to advocate for health and to help to spread the news and to learn more and to share, more with other people. So again, I wanted to say, all are welcome at Sun Life. Our phone number at Sun Life 718-547-3760. Again, phone number at Sun Life 718-547-3760. And our address is 4060 White Plains Road. We located between 228th Street and 229th on the uptown side.
It's all about Sun Life Health Food Store, located at 4060 White Plains Road in the Bronx. If you're looking for a healthy meal, go check out Sun Life Health Food Store, specializing in vegan foods such as vegetarian patties, vegetarian deli food, delicious smoothies and fruit juices, variety of soups and porridges, dry vegetable groceries. Sun Life is also known for the variety of roots tonic drinks such as the cocktail drink, the benefactor wood root, sandside bitters, powerful shots of wheatgrass, and how could I forget the lion paw roots drink. So go check out Sun Life, located at 4060 White Plains Road, open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Give them a call 718-547-3760 or check out their website www.sunlifehealth.com. That's www.sunlifehealth.com.
No, it works, It works. If you have a car for right now, pick it up. Anything you have right now, pick it up.
All right.
Take good care.
Yeah, man.
Respect and love.
Oh, see you.